What's up guys, this is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be going over some drills that I wish I knew as a young quarterback. Now, a problem I had as a younger quarterback was a really big front stride when I would throw. Just from years of playing baseball, I was always a pitcher, so coming off the mound, you have this longer stride because you're trying to obviously throw down. It's a different type of ball. The release time isn't as important, so obviously when I played quarterback, that would translate over at times. So this is a drill that I wish I knew of when I was younger because this would help me correct and get that shorter front stride, or at least be more comfortable with it. So you're gonna need like a small circle of cones. I would say like you want probably like, I would say 10 inches from back cone to front cone. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your front foot inside of this cone circle. You're gonna get into a throwing base, and all you're gonna do is you're just gonna play catch without this foot stepping outside of the circle. So it just gets us used to that front foot getting down. For a lot of those quarterbacks that love this big long stride, that makes their release slower. Because guys, the longer it takes for your front foot to get down, the longer your release is going to be. And when you have this really big step and your feet are wide, you can't rotate with your hips, so you'll tend to lock out, pop up, ball might miss high, or just generally lose power. So this is a great drill to help you with that. So I recommend doing probably about 12 to 15 reps of this throw before any throwing workout to get you comfortable with that short stride. So we're going to show you how it should look full speed. Also fellas, if you're a quarterback watching this video and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches, we're going to be coming out to 11 more cities across the entire US for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps this offseason. So guys, go to that very first link in the description below. That's where you can sign up, so you can get all the information on where our camps will be taking place. Next up on the tour, we'll be coming out to Austin, Texas. Then we'll be heading out to Chicago, Illinois, Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off the camp tour in Los Angeles, California. So guys, all these camps will sell out before the end of this month. So go to that very first link in the description below. We'd love to have you there. Now this next drill that I wish I knew as a younger quarterback is going to be called our drop back pause drill, but it's going to be like a pause on one foot. I'll explain obviously, but the reason why I wish I knew this drill when I was younger is I had a big problem as a younger quarterback with weight distribution. So like I would take, like, let's say for example, I'm throwing like a rhythm, like a quick post route, right? They call it a bang 8 because on the route tree 0 through 9, like a 9 is a fade and 8 would be considered a post. So they call it a bang 8, which means it's like a third outside step post, aka like a 5-step post. So it's a quick post. Receiver cuts, snaps his head, ball should be there. So as a quarterback in shotgun, my drop back was always a 3-step drop and throw. So it would just be a simple 1, 2, 3, hit the third step, and then throw right before that receiver gets off the break. So a lot of times what I would struggle with, because I never had really a coach to explain this type of stuff to me, is I would drop back and I would take my rhythm 3-step drop. I'd go 1, second step of my drop would be a really heavy step because I'd be trying to prep for the throw. Third step would plant, but all my weight would be onto my front foot. So the issue with that, you guys, is that when I take a step, I don't really have any type of weight on my back leg to transfer into my front leg. So I lose power. And it's more of an arm throw and I'm not engaging my back hip or my back leg. Where you want to be, and that's what this drill is going to get you to, is when you hit your third step on this drop, you want that third step to have about 70% of the weight on it. You want to be in a position called getting stacked, which means your head, knee, and foot are stacked on top of each other in a column. You're up tall, and you could take that weight on your backside and transfer it to your front foot. So that's this drill is something I wish I knew when I was younger to help me get to that point to help with arm strength. So all you are going to do, you guys, you need a target or your partner 10 to 12 yards away in front of your face. All you're going to do is just take the second and third step of a 3-step drop. So you're just going to be here, you're going to go second step, third step, and you're going to balance and plant on one foot. So you're going to balance, plant this one foot because that automatically puts weight on it and puts it under you. If you land really wide, you're not gonna be able to balance. So you drop back, left, right, one foot. You're gonna lightly set the front foot down. That's your throwing base that you wanna get to, and then throw. So that helps us get more comfortable getting weight to my back leg on a rhythm 3-step drop and throw, or even a 5-step drop and throw. So we're gonna show you how that should look full speed. Now, the next drill I wish I knew when I was younger, at least wish I knew how to do it correctly, would be our quarterback hip walk drill. So I think a lot of quarterbacks see, like, this is the drill that, like Dak Prescott did and made the drill real famous. You guys like CJ Stroud, Jameis Winston do this type of exercise. But guys, this drill is done incorrectly by so many quarterbacks because they don't understand the reason why behind the drill. Just because you see a drill, but you don't know the reason behind it, you don't know what it's actually working on, doesn't mean that it's necessarily like good to do. You need to know the right way to do it, because if you don't know the right way to do it, you're practicing bad habits. So whenever we throw, I'm going to break down a quarterback mechanical sequence briefly just to give you an idea of what you want to do when you are throwing a football, and then we're going to talk about the drill and why guys do it incorrectly and why it's bad habits. So whenever you throw as a quarterback, you want to get to that stack position like we talked about on that rhythm 3-step drill. You take a stride to your target. When you take a stride to your target, you want to keep that weight loaded on your back leg, because when you have weight on your back leg, not only does that help you transfer like we talked about, but when your weight stays on that back leg, your shoulders can rotate back, getting you to a place called dissociation. Similar to a baseball hitter, when he steps to the pitcher, he keeps the bat back. That's dissociation, because now the hips bring the bat through, and that bat trailing behind creates something called torque, and torque is how they get more power on their swings and how quarterbacks get more power on their throws. So you want to be weight back, you stride, your shoulders go back, then the hips bring the upper half through so you can accelerate through and throw. So that hip walk drill works on that, but a lot of quarterbacks, what they do is they go here and they do this hip walk drill and they go here, and they have their hips rotate same time their front foot gets down. The issue with that, you guys, is when your hips rotate through when the front foot gets down, your weight has already shifted forward and you can't delay your shoulders. So it's more of just a push of a throw, and that's why quarterbacks will actually lose power. So when you're doing this hip walk drill, the rhythm of this drill, you guys, is front foot, back foot, stride. So I'm here, front foot, back foot, stride. Here, front foot, back foot, stride. And when you stride though, you want to keep weight on your back leg. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll go front foot, back foot, transfer. We don't want to do that. It should be front foot, back foot, step. But keep the weight on your back leg, shoulders rotate back, and you hold this position, because that is what we are working on. So I'm going to show you how this drill should look full speed. When I was younger, I'd make that mistake of my hips going same time as my stride, and that's actually practicing a bad habit.